ever stopped in the back of my head dreaming and one day it become true. So I understand people might say, oh, well, you know, you've made it, you're successful now. For many, many years I wasn't, but all along I loved it. And I would put in 15, 16 hours a day, every day, because I loved it. I never missed a day at drama school. I never missed, so I know you know this, but no matter where you're at, dream big. Dream as big as you can possibly dream. Because if you believe in that dream, it will come true. I promise you it will come true.
You told Emily and me last night that the way you dream has evolved, and even the way you prepare for your dreaming has evolved. And you mentioned a little bit about Deb's influence on your believing in your dreams. Can you kind of go through that?
My wife is a manifester, right? She can manifest things that I have no idea how they happen. And by the way, everything that's happened in my career, everything, she said to me before we were even dating. She looked at me and said, I'm telling you what's going to happen. And I thought she was, wow, she's really fallen for me because she's on the rocket. Like, that's amazing. And everything that she said was true. Even down to The Greatest Showman, which, by the way, we didn't open that great, but when she said, I promise you, this thing is going to catch on. This is not big opening weekend and then it drops off. This is going to be word of mouth. People are going to champion. It's going to, like, she always did that. So, after a while, I was like, I get this. Whatever it is you want in your life, could be business success, could be a better relationship with your brother, your children. It could be how you feel in yourself. It could be, I want to feel a different way when I wake up in the morning, or I just want to be in peace with myself. Whatever goal you have, it's easy to say dream big, but there's work to dreaming. And what I do now, and this is totally from Deb, who is always right. Except for once. Deb's not here, is she? Don't anyone share this, that I shared this. I will deny any knowledge that I shared this with you. She was wrong once. She told me not to audition for Wolverine. That's all I'm saying. She said, you're at the Royal National Theatre with Sir Trevor Nunn doing Oklahoma. What is this? You've got claws coming out of your hands. It's ridiculous. Stop it. She never heard that. I go to bed at night. I don't read or turn on the TV. I lay there and I find it the most powerful time to dream, which is before you just go off to sleep, when you're very relaxed, your breathing is calm. Imagine whatever it is you want to imagine, the power of your imagination. If you believe it inside, it will materialize outside. So I don't just run a film in my head. I imagine the smell, I imagine what that person's saying, I imagine the sounds, with the grass. The more detail I can put into it, the better. And usually I drop off to sleep. And right now, usually I am dreaming mainly about my kids, right, who are 18 and 13. And sometimes the evidence is pretty slim, first thing in the morning, that my dream worked. Yeah, what, Dad? Is usually what the first thing in the morning is. But try it. I find that really works. If you get 5 minutes, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, sit down, take 3 or 4 really deep breaths, and just put a little work into dreaming. And I can tell you, all the sports people do it. That's how they do it. They imagine, I hope I win. They've already won. And then it's just a matter of it happening.
That's right.
Hey, you don't have to believe in it either. Just try it. It works.
Right.
You told me that you've got something next to your bed that kind of helps with this process.
This is true. There is a doTERRA vaporizer next to my bed. So, happy to talk to anyone about exactly what to put inside that's going to help with the dreams. But I'm just going to go with frankincense for now. Seriously, they're all over my house. Truly.
As some of you know, my background is politics. I took a very indirect route into essential oils and this business. Most fulfilling thing I've ever done, by the way. But I still have that part of me, and Hugh Jackman is in a movie that opens on election day that has got all the buzz, Oscar buzz for leading actor, incredible reviews. It's called The Front Runner. You were playing failed presidential candidate Gary Hart, one of the most interesting month, 3 weeks, whatever, of this rise and fall of this man. What made you choose it? What kind of preview can you give to us? Because I want everyone to see it in 1 month.
He's an extraordinary man, Gary Hart. He's 82 now. Just celebrating his 60th wedding anniversary with his wife. I went up and spent time with them. He was a Democrat, but very independent. He actually was at Senator John McCain's funeral as a pallbearer. One of the old school, very principled, proud American, believed in civic duty. And he ran, in 1987, he started his run 20 points ahead. He was the front runner. He was pretty universally regarded as going to be the next president of the United States. And 3 weeks later, he left politics forever. And it was, if you study political science, probably it's not something you're going to major on. It was just 3 weeks of politics. I was Australian. I didn't really know much about it, to be honest. But I think no matter where you're from in the world, and there's people from all around the world here today, there's a sense, I feel, and I feel it, how did we get to where we are today? Like, things feel so different, so divisive, and that's not just here, that is all around the world. And how did we get to where we are today? And these 3 weeks may seem insignificant, but actually I think the movie says that this is a very important turning point, particularly between the press and politics. And what the movie's really asking is, what's important and what is interesting? What flaws will we accept in our leaders and what won't we? And it's trying to start conversations. So hopefully, if you guys see it, it'll start a conversation.
Thank you.
Can I just say, there's a fly on the stage. It makes me feel really at home. So thank you, Kirk, for bringing that.
Where's the terror shield? Eric, throw me some terror shield. I love.
Oh, sorry for Kirk. That was for you, Kirk.
Oh, I love you too.
I love you too.
I want to end where we started with Ducali's Dream. I really hope you'll all go see it on Amazon. You will immediately find yourself looking through Hugh Jackman's eyes. One quote that kind of hit me is he said, I'll do the first one that didn't get me quite as much, then the next one that really took me out was, he said, I love my coffee, so I want it to be good. I want it to be high quality. I also want to know that it's nourishing the people who work to plant it, to harvest it, to roast it. If you followed Ducali's Dream, it was not a one-time thing. He's been at the United Nations. He's started a foundation. He gave you the update on Ducali and the other four countries where he's growing coffee. I don't mean to play which one's bigger, but any idea how many countries we're sourcing our oils from?
You know I know the answer, and it's 46, right? 46. But hey,
I can't say.
One cup of coffee at a time, one drop of oil at a time.
I can't sing, I can't dance. I don't look the same as him. He had a skin-tight black t-shirt on last night. Had to be something, right? The other quote that you will, especially those of you who have been on a co-impact sourcing trip, I told you, please go and look up my daughter's video. It's 2 minutes. I watched his kids on their trip. The trees that were planted in their names, the impact that you can see in their eyes. It's Lovely Lucy, Guatemala. If you Google that, you'll find her video she made in Guatemala. Do not, and I can't emphasize this enough, do not just Google Lovely Lucy. Please do not do that. I'm sure she's lovely, but she's...
It reminds me of a friend of mine who told his mother she had to get a Gmail account, and so she Googled Gmale. She goes, I do not want that account.
There's a moment in the movie when you capture what we felt. It gave me goosebumps because it really, you saw Corey's incredible presentation. So many of our growers that we've flown in from around the world are sourcing people who are going through all sorts of difficulties to help this work. And it's powerful, but it's not as powerful as this sentence. And you said, it's not just an intellectual exercise of economics, it's about a guy with a wife and 5 children.
Yeah, these are real human stories. And thank you. I've loved watching, I've been backstage watching what has been happening. The co-impact, sourcing responsibly directly from the farmers is not easy. I know it's not easy. I do it as well. And we work directly with our farmers. It's not cheaper, but it is the right thing to do, and you guys are doing it, and I applaud you for doing it. And it's, I think, so hard to feel, what can I do? How can I help? The problems seem insurmountable, but actually one step at a time, doing what is in front of you. And all of you in this room have gone not just one step, but many steps by what you do every day, creating a great product that people love, right? Gotta have that, people gotta love it. But you are helping change the lives of the people who are involved in the source of that product, and you should be eternally proud of that.
It has been an honor of a lifetime to be with you last night and today. Thank you so much for being with us. May I ask one more thing?
You want to be my lawyer? You want to be my lawyer?
I actually, well, no, I'm a recovering attorney. I don't do that anymore. I'm very happy in my passion.
You can ask me anything.
Would you give us one last song?